Amodatam Kirtanananda Vardhanam Bahirmukho Jivatratam Bande Saraswating Prabhum Tapta Kanchana Shuddhabhyam Tarabali Parihitam Nayanamani Manjaring Bande Gana Seva Parayanam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhayeva cha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. All glories to Sri Gurupada Padma, His Divine Grace, Nitya Lila Pravishto Vishnupada Stoutra Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Thakur, Grand Spiritual Master, His Divine Grace, Nitya Lila Pravishta Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. Also, all glories to all Acharya and bona fide Vaishnava in our Sampradayas. I offer my due respect to you and all. Today is separation day for all of us. Why separation? Because His Divine Grace, my Grand Spiritual Master, Nitrila Pravishta Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur physically passed away. According to the lunar cycle, he passed away today at 5:30 a.m. in his Bhajan Kutir, Kolkata, Bagbazar, Gaudiya Math. My spiritual master, His Divine Grace, used to say, just 5 minutes before Srila Prabhupada's physical departure, he was with Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada manifesting past time to severe heart pain. His service was one hand holding one oxygen funnel in front of his nose, and another hand he is taking a palm leaf fan in that way. 2 hours. Kunja Bihari Vidyabhushan Prabhu, means later on his name, he became famous. He known as His Divine Grace Bhakti Bibudha Goswami Maharaj. He was divided. All devotees, they should render such service clockwise 2 hours. Srila Gurudev, my spiritual master, Just his turn finish, then Srila Prabhupada's personal assistant, name is Krishnananda Prabhu. Krishnananda Prabhu came and Gurudev came to his room, his bedroom. It was just like a 5:25, and was thinking, if Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, if our Prabhupada leave us, what is going to happen our life? This is natural. Why? Why he felt separation? Because they have relation. While he was thinking in mind, if Prabhupada physically passed away, then what is going to happen with us? Just after 5 minutes, Gurudev said, Krishnananda Prabhu came to his room just next to Srila Prabhupada's bedroom. Srila Prabhupada Bhajan Kutir, and next room, it was my Gurudeva's Bhajan Kutir, where Gurudev used to stay. Then Krishnananda Prabhu came and said, Gurudev, that time he was not sannyasi. He was brahmachari. His name was Pranavananda Das Brahmachari. But they used to call him in brief, Prabhupada used to call him in brief Pranab. Pranab, everything finished. Krishnananda Prabhu said, Pranab, everything finished, come quickly. Then it was like a bright sun disappeared from Gaudiya Math. Everybody was completely in separation. That is described by my Srila Gurudev, that I am telling you. Today is the separation day. Then Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada's transcendental body, moved from Calcutta Gaudiya Math to Mayapur, Sri Chaitanya Math. How? By train. Full train was full of devotees. And they are chanting, such a static manner they are chanting. Whole from Sialda railway station to actually Dhubulia railway station. Entire time, all the devotees, they are such a pang of separation. The reserved train, Bhakti Pragyan Kesava Goswami Maharaj and Bhakti Bibudha Goswami Maharaj, means Kunjavadi Vidyabhushan Prabhu. They together arranged such special train to take Srila Prabhupada's transcendental body to Mayapur. Such a huge procession, such a kirtan. My Gurudev explained, it is incredible. Incredible manner. All the devotees chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Even I heard after Srila Prabhupada's physical departure, His Divine Grace, Bhakti Bibudha Goswami Maharaj, such a manner he lead the kirtan, Jiyanila Premadhana Karuna Prachur. Such a nice tune. It is unbelievable that one person can get separation for their Gurudev. We know that person can feel separation when that person have relation. Who has relation, they can feel separation. Who is able to establish relation? Who has service, loving service? How much they have? How much they have loving service attitude? That much. How much we have loving service attitude, that much we are able to establish relation. So Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, all his disciples, their life and soul was Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. It is fact. I saw my grandfather, although he was a householder, he was a businessman. But in every step he used to speak about Prabhupada. Is anything positive? He says, it is by the grace of Srila Prabhupada. Anything negative? He also says same thing. It is the desire of Srila Prabhupada. Anything, family, in his business, everything. He used to say, everything happening because of Srila Prabhupada's desire. If a householder devotee, he has such type of faith, such type of relation, such type of separation, then think about sannyasis. My Gurudev, I saw Santa Goswami Maharaj, His Divine Grace, Bhakti Kumud Santa Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Saura Bhakti Sar Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Vilas Bharati Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Vichar Jajavar Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Kamal Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Dvaita Madhava Goswami Maharaj, to whom I saw. Whenever they are speaking about their Gurudev, it's like they are feeling real separation on this day. It's not like a matter of joke. They actually dedicated, they were dedicated fully to follow the instruction of their Gurudev Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. I mean, just to look about ISKCON's founder, his faith. I heard 1933 he took initiation. At Allahabad, he took initiation. At that time, Srila Prabhupada explained him, the 1933, you know English language. So, you have to expand the loving mission of Lord Chaitanya in English speaking area. 1933, he explained to him. Then 1965, how many years after? Almost, how many years? 32 years. But he went to abroad when? 1969, right?
1966 he went.
65. So 1933 got instruction after 32 years. Prabhupada, he kept in his heart, because he has service responsibility, means he has family responsibilities, duties, responsibilities. He has family, he has children, he has wife. He was maintaining. He was not ignoring. Then after 32 years, that Prabhupada instruction blossomed gradually. Blossom. He went out. You can see, if you go any places in abroad, they may not know other Prabhupada disciples, but they know Bhakti Bibudha Goswami Maharaj, to whom ISKCON called Srila Prabhupada. That is nothing wrong for them, because Prabhupada and Srila and Prabhupada, two words. Srila means who is devotionally wealthy. Sri means wealth. So according to our previous teacher explained, Srila means who is devotionally wealthy. We have to use before their name Srila. Srila Prabhupada. Prabhu means Mahaprabhu. Pada means lotus feet, means instruction of Srila. Inner meaning is this: instruction of Mahaprabhu, who is carrying by example. They are eligible to use in their name this title, Prabhupada. Prabhupada is not name, Prabhupada is a title. So ISKCON they are using for their Gurudev, for their founder, because Gurudeva's name, you have to know. Gurudeva's name, chanting beads, and our spiritual realization, we should not say publicly. This is explained in Harikatha Vilas. Gurudeva's name, your spiritual realization, and chanting beads. 3. So, if someone calling their Gurudev, who is bona fide, calling them Srila Prabhupada, nothing wrong. So therefore, I don't mind when ISKCON follower they are calling our Shiksha Guru Padma Bhakti Vedanta Swami Goswami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. I don't mind for that. But I mind when they are not using Srila Prabhupada title in the name of His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. What's wrong? Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, how he got the title? If you know that, before he start for preaching of Lord Chaitanya's mission or expanding his Lord Chaitanya's mission, he took the vows to chant 1 billion name. 1 billion means 1 billion, 10 million means 1 million means 10 lakh. 1,000 million is called 1 billion. 10 lakh means 1 million. 1,000 million means 1 billion. In that way, if you calculate, if anyone chant 192 round every day, 192 round consider like a 3 lakhs name. 3 lakhs name. He was thinking when he finished this round, 1 billion name, then he will go out for expanding the loving mission of Lord Chaitanya and bring all of them, whoever inspired, he will take all of them to the lotus feet of Bhakti Binoda Thakur, Satchidananda Bhakti Binoda Thakur, and his Gurudev, Nitrila Pravishta Paramahansa Thakur, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, 2%. While he was continuing this chanting. And if you chant 3,192 rounds, then minimum 10 to 11 years it is required to finish 1 billion names. Can you imagine? 10 to 11 years to finish 1 billion names simultaneously. He is such a qualified. My spiritual master used to say, my Prabhupada is like a alive Vaishnava encyclopedia. Anything ask, any sastric doubt, he just bring code from different sastra. Mathara Shruti, Maratha, the Shruti, he knows. Each Shastra he knows. Like a Shastra, embodiment of all Shastra. Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta. So what happened? While he was on the process to finish the 1 billion name, 1915 and 1914. 1914, to whom he was thinking to bring all the people who were inspired by his preaching, he will bring all of them to the lotus feet of their two Mahajan, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Binoda Thakur. Two. But 1914, Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Binoda Thakur physically passed away. Even not even 1 year, just 1 year passed. In between 1 year, 1915, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj passed away. Two shelter passed away, physically not present. So therefore, he was decided to continue his chanting holy name, and then he moved to Vrindavan, and rest of his life he will continue to chant. Why? Because he was thinking, what is the use to preach to shelter which is not physically present? I am not qualified. So better to continue to chant. But when he was thinking in mind, I heard from different acharya, means different of his disciples. My spiritual master several times he says, Prabhupada was sitting in the Bhakti Binoda Thakur Bhajan Kutir, which are beside the Jogapit temple. There is a small red house. There Bhakti Binoda Thakur used to do bhajan. I also saw 1978 when I went there first time in Jogapit temple. I saw that a red small house where Srila Bhakti Binoda Thakur chanting. That I saw. But now they broke it and they make office over there. It's ridiculous, but what to do? My grandfather's comments. Everything happened by the will of Lord, by the will of Prabhupada. So anyway, what happened? So early morning, Srila Prabhupada sitting there in that house and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, because he had to finish 192 rounds. And mind, he was thinking to, after some time, he will move to Vrindavan, he will chant there. Rest of his life, he will chant. Shelter gone. If I preach, to whom I will bring all the people? There is no shelter. Therefore, he chose not to preach anymore. Continue his chanting. Rest of his life. That is what Lord Chaitanya says. Lord Chaitanya said, there is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. Only way to deliver ourselves from the miserable mundane world is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So therefore he was thinking about it. But what happened, that one day early morning, just Brahma Muhurta, early morning, sunrise, just going to be sunrise, maybe half an hour or 1 hour left over the time, sunrise. Sky was red. Then he saw Panchatattva, Bhakti Bibudha Thakur, Harikatha Maharaj, 6 Goswamis, all the Acharya, Baladev Vidyabhushan, Vishnu Chakravartipad, Narottam Thakur, Srinivas, Shyamananda Prabhu, everybody appeared in each glance. And they say, Hey Varshabhanavi Daita Das. Why? His Diksha name was Varshabhanavi Daita Das. Hey Varshabhanavi Daita Das, you should remove your idea to go to Vrindavan and continue chanting. If you do so, what is going to happen? Mahaprabhu's mission, you have to continue. And you have to give them, or you have to give shelter to all of them. You have to expand Lord Chaitanya's mission. And we have to expand the loving mission of Lord Chaitanya. Then Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, that time is Shivarshabhanavi Daita Das Prabhu, he explained, he asking them, not explain, he asking them, Hey Prabhu, please let me know where is my manpower. If I do so, what is my manpower? Then they say together, they explain, who will send you the manpower? Who will send you the manpower? Can you imagine? Then eventually, all his disciples come. In first, like Kunjivari Vidyabhushan, Paramananda Vidyavinod, they came. Bhakti Keval Udulami Goswami Maharaj, Ananta Vasudev Prabhu, they came everyone. And my spiritual master, 1915 also he came. But finally he joined to Srila Prabhupada mission 1921. So anyway, that way everyone coming. Actually, what I want to say, how he get the title Srila Prabhupada. Who gave them? Who gave him the title? Actually, this title given by all the Vaishnava scholars, when they saw he finished 1 billion name with sound faith, and he know all the Shastra and practicing all the Lord Chaitanya's teachings by example. So those scholars gave him the title, Srila Prabhupada. But my distress is this, devotees, they are not using that title in his name. That is my distress. One distress, he is not physically with us. Second distress, his disciple not physically with us anymore. And more painful distress, gradually we are forgetting his title used in his name. What's wrong if I say Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, or we can say Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. What's wrong? Even if I use Prabhupada Jiva Goswami, Prabhupada Sanatana Goswami, Prabhupada Rupa Goswami, Prabhupada Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Prabhupada Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Prabhupada Raghunath Das, they are following the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya. That is their life. Sometime also I saw there is a conflict. Few devotees says, why Bhakti Bibudha Swami Maharaj name, they are his disciples, grand disciples, great grand disciples, they are calling him only Srila Prabhupada. That is nothing wrong. For me, nothing wrong. Why? Because of if I say Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, nothing wrong. So this is the Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada title matter. So better for us to use the title Srila Prabhupada in the name of Prabhupada Bhakti Saraswati Thakur, founder of Gaudiya Math. Why? Because that will make all his disciples happy. All his disciples. Like ISKCON, they are not using, most of the ISKCON members, they are not using in the name of Srila Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada. They are not using the title. That's a Bhakti Saraswati Thakur or Siddhanta Saraswati. They are using Siddhanta Saraswati. But you have to know. You have to know, ISKCON founder also used this title, Srila Prabhupada, for his Gurudev. Whatever our Guru Parampara follow, we have to follow the same. If we just delete something, we have to be careful. So anyway, Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Saraswati Thakur, in that way, he got the title. In 1918, on the day he established Sri Chaitanya Math. He established Sri Chaitanya Math, where he performed 1 billion names. So my spiritual master used to say, Sri Chaitanya Math is the parents' math for all Chaitanya's connected mission. Whoever following the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the parents' math is Sri Chaitanya Math. Everyone should tie that ponytail with Chaitanya Math, then means Sikha. Ponytail means Sikha. They tied their ponytail with Chaitanya Math, then they can have realization about the teachings of Chaitanya. Teachings of Chaitanya very simple. Be humble, keep extreme tolerance, completely free from material recognition, appreciation, name, fame, distinction, desire. offer due respect to everyone, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is simple theory to follow the Lord Chaitanya's mission. But due to our independent nature, gradually we are going to away from Lord Chaitanya's mission, Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur mission, Bhakti Vinod Thakur mission. You have to know also, all his disciples eligible to use the title Prabhupada. They are eligible because they practice they practice devotion according to the desire of their Gurudev Prabhupada. Their Gurudev Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, he gave all the instruction to all his disciples accordingly. Like my spiritual master, instructed by Srila Prabhupada, he gave him a pen. This is your service. Eventually he engaged Srila Prabhupada engaged my Gurudev to chant. He chanted. And also he engaged to publication. Pen means publication. So both the two things he did. And sometime he saw, after some time he saw, he is a perfect Brahmin by nature. Born in Brahmin and by nature Brahmin. So engaged to worship also. The three seva, he never do anything, never go out for preaching. Bhakti Bibudha Goswami Maharaj is engaged by Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur to preach. He spread. Bhakti Bibudha Goswami Maharaj is engaged to manage all the property. Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Kunjivari Vidyabhushan, he engaged by Srila Prabhupada to manage everything. Prabhupada make a will. Kunjivari Vidyabhushan should manage the entire Gaudiya Math as long as he live. This title he just wrote. But we are not respecting. We become independent. Therefore, today is the separation day of Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta. Who is observing? You may see somebody doesn't know today is the disappearance day of Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is such a great Vaishnava. Such a great Vaishnava. My Gurudev used to say, he's like a Radharani's Nayan Mani. Mani means eyeball. Nayan means eyes, Mani means diamond. So Radharani's eyes diamond, but so many rays coming from the eyes of Radharani, one ray is Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So many rays. Because Radharani is the shelter of all potency. Sandhini means existential potency. Sandhini. Sambit, knowledge potency. Ladini, ananda. Actually, it's a pleasure potency. So Radharani is the shelter of all potency. And Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he is like a one rays which coming from the Radharani's diamonds, eyes diamond. The Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta is one. And all our Guru Varga coming from Srila Prabhupada. Or you can say all our Guru Varga coming from Lord Chaitanya, because they told us. They told Srila Prabhupada, we will send you all the manpower. All the manpower we will send you. Then gradually they are coming. So we should not disrespect anyone. As soon as we have little bit tendency to disrespect any Vaishnava, such exalted Vaishnava, you have to know our progress has been stopped. What is the symptom of progressing our spirituality? Symptom is gradually free from this Mahaprabhu's mission, Mahaprabhu's instruction, and gradually free from material appreciation, material recognition, material distinction, free from the desire. I saw my spiritual master. I asked him, you are since 1921 closely with Srila Prabhupada until his last breath. You asked with him, why we are not able to find out any picture with you and Srila Prabhupada? He said, Baba, who am I? Who am I? I am like a tiny speck of Srila Prabhupada's feet. Why I just go near to? I always back, behind everyone. That I saw with my spiritual master. So that is the nature of Lord Chaitanya's teachings. So stop, if we disrespect to Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta and his disciples or any Vaishnavas, then you have to know our material desire increase, material appreciation. We need material appreciation, material recognition, material distinction. Always you have to do that. So run behind that. That is not Vaishnavism. That is not the teachings of Lord Chaitanya as well as Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta. Actually, I feel if we are not using Srila Prabhupada with his name, that is also one type of disrespecting him. Why? Because this is given by all Vaishnava scholars together. They gave him the title. And if we ignore, we are ignoring those Vaishnava scholars as well as Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta. We are trying to minimizing him. Therefore, better to use Srila Prabhupada. My grandfather used to call, because he never say his Gurudeva name. Srila Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Everything. He go to his business field, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Positive, negative, doesn't matter. Everything happening by the will of Srila Prabhupada. So this is the Prabhupada. Prabhupada is life and soul of Gaudiya Math. Whoever follower of Gaudiya Math means Lord Chaitanya, Radharani, they should keep the same mood. Prabhupada's mission and Lord Chaitanya's mission is not different. I can tell you, Lord Chaitanya's mission is non-sectarian, non-judgmental. Lord Chaitanya's mission. Same way, you can just look when Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, physically passed away, just 7 days before, he gave some instruction to his disciples, for his disciples. Says, everybody unitedly, look, everybody unitedly stay under one shelter. What shelter? One shelter means shelter is Radharani's shelter. Because Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. Sri means Radharani. Charana Padma, Radharani Charan Padma. Bhakti Sadma means the home of devotion. Everybody's home of devotion. So therefore, Prabhupada say, everybody unitedly take shelter of, take one shelter, under one shelter. Be under one shelter. Everybody unitedly stay under one shelter. That is called Radharani, because Radharani is the shelter of everyone. That is our ultimate goal to reach. We have to attain that. So therefore he says that Mahaprabhu also is always thinking with the mood of Radharani. Lord Chaitanya is Krishna, but with the mood of Radharani. So everybody unitedly stay under one shelter and enthusiastically spread the loving message of Lord Chaitanya and Sarup Damodar, Rupa Raghunath, Srila Goswami and Raghunath Goswami. Rupa Goswami Acharya of Bhakti, Raghunath Das Goswami Acharya of Prem. Their message. Radharani is embodiment of Prem, love. Connection is there. And Lord Chaitanya came here to give us Prem. So Prabhupada's last instruction before his physical departure, it was that everybody unitedly should stay under one shelter, that is Radharani, and spread the loving message of Rupa and Raghunath with full of enthusiasm. The best way. So Mahaprabhu spread, Lord Chaitanya spread love, Prem. For that reason, he taught us to surrender. Without surrender, he taught us surrender is life and soul of devotion. Radharani is a shelter, under one shelter, Radharani shelter, which Srimati Radharani is embodiment of Prem. Then Rupa Raghunath's message. Sri Rupa Goswami is Acharya of Bhakti, devotion. Raghunath Das Goswami is Acharya of Prem. Their message you have to spread. If we follow Srila Prabhupada's last instruction, you will be delivered. We will be delivered, definitely. No doubt, everyone should be delivered. So anyway, here two more speaker here, very eminent, famous speaker we have with Bhakti Vichar Vishnu Maharaj and also Sarvadik Prabhu. Vishnu Maharaj belongs to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mission, and also he belongs to ISKCON. This is society is identical.
Unaffiliated.
But all we are coming from Srila Prabhupada mission. All we are coming from Srila Prabhupada mission as well as Mahaprabhu's mission. Loving mission. Because our mission to spread love. So I am humbly requesting